A lot of times when we have unsolicited feedback, our stomach twists into knots. At least that's what happens to me. And you know what? It's not a bad thing. It's actually not weakness. That's just the way that we are conditioned. I grew up with, you got 98%. Where's the other 2%? And that would take me into a tailspin, not just as a leader or a person, but in general. It even happens when I get feedback from my speeches. Now, today's speech is really all geared around my learning from the two prior speeches that I had. And boy, did I receive some feedback. Normally, I brace for it and it sucks. But I chose a different path. And the reason for this, and many of us, Deba, you commented to the leadership style. 96% of employees believe that regular feedback can improve their performance, yet more than half of them don't receive the feedback in a way that they can be receptive to it. Why? Because their backs get up. They go, wait a second, nope, this sucks. I don't want to hear it. And that's 26 of employees actually want to get that information. So what's the problem? Feedback happens to carry a verdict. That's what gets our stomach tied in knots. That's what closes up our throat and gets our shoulders moved up. But instead of actually capturing it from a triggering standpoint, well, let's look at it through curiosity. And that's what I did when I stepped in. So I'm going to offer you a reframe on feedback because it's the longest four-letter word in the vocabulary. And I want to offer you insight. That reframe from feedback to insight automatically shifts the information that we receive in our brain. In banking, when I offered insight, it didn't connect as criticism. When I took the information that I was getting from my peer Toastmasters, I actually was able to run with the diagnostics. I was able to sit down and say, okay, what is it that I actually need to do next time so I get better? That is what's leading me to run today with very minimal notes, looking at my camera and being dynamic. No defensiveness, no blame, no worry about sucking. So one simple shift, and that's actually allows us to grow and be better speakers, better leaders, better parents. Feedback doesn't have to suck. It does help us grow. Back to you, Pam.